You never know when you're going to go mad. You never know where it's going to happen sometimes. Oh. Well. Well, isn't that something? Am I even here? Oh, that's great. Camera's not even working. Well, I hope everybody is having a great day today. Thank you for showing up. Let me see if I can fix this camera since it wants to be a silly person, right? It's like I'm here, but I'm not, right? How is that possible? How is that even possible? I'm not even here. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oh, it's not even working today. Isn't that swell? Well, I guess you're not going to be able to see me physically, but you'll be able to see the pictures, so that's great. For whatever reason, the camera wants to be a donkey today, so we won't be able to see me because for whatever reason it's latency and all that mess, and I just don't feel like trying to figure that out. So, we're going to save some time, and we're going to just go on ahead and go over to the table. And let's see what we got going on today, shall we? Ah, well, hey, you see, I'm still here for whatever reason. I think it was because I had an update, but you know, Windows is always kind of dumb. So thank you all for being here. I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to be working on the Shredder and the Foot Clan today. We're going to go back and I'm going to be working on this. Getting the center part done. I might start working on Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop, Rocksteady, right? Shredder's going to be a little bit difficult because of texture, so that's going to take me some time. I thought I would be able to get to that, but I might try to work something there. So we're going to do a little bit of work today in that area. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I hope you all were able to learn something in the last stream when we were working together. So teaching you guys some new stuff. Hopefully everybody picked up on something new or was able to follow along. And I've seen some mad ones put some stuff in the Discord chat and it looks really good. And I'm actually quite impressed how well everything went. So I'm glad for those of you that participated. Thank you very much. I hope that you guys realize that art isn't as bad as you think. And we were able to just go on ahead and make something beautiful. For those of you that didn't get to see it, or did not get to see the picture, I want to put it up on the screen here so you guys can see. Those to follow along, as you see on the normal channel, this is what we were working on, and everybody was able to make this. Real simple picture, real simple concept. So, as most people said, it was like the Mad Mel version of Bob Ross. So, you know, that's a compliment in itself. So, thank you very much. So, hope everybody enjoyed that. And we're going to be doing more this coming up Sunday. So, definitely, if you are part of the Discord, take a look at the item list if you want to join along. Let me get this light a little bit brighter, shall we? There we go. Okay, so I want to go on ahead and get my picture for Bebop and Rocksteady so we can work on that. Krang is going to be a little bit different, so I'm not really too worried about him. But I may focus mainly here today and work here. So those are the two spots that we're going to be working at. So let me get some music together, and I hope you guys are ready for that. And we can get this playing. Let me turn that down just a bit. Here we go. Chat's open. You know what to do. You know how it goes. So throw whatever you want to in there, and let's chat. Or not. Whichever. Alright. So, like I said, I need my reference picture. Beautiful. Alright, now I got that ready to go. Cool. So we're going back with the calligraphy paint for a little bit. Right, so I'm going to be using the dip pen, kind of get the foot soldiers back in order, right? So let's get going. There we go. Ah, G-Town is tuned in. Fantastic. Well, that's good. Well, hello, G-Town. Thank you for popping up wherever you're at. If you want to talk in the chat, you got to be logged in to YouTube. Not my doing, it's theirs. You know, overlords want to tell us what to do, so we got to play their game, right? So, if you want to chat, you got to be logged in, sadly. But definitely will be appreciated. And like I said, chat's open. You can ask me what you're doing, what's going on. You like ice cream, whatever you want, it's there. But keep in mind, if you start talking crazy and starting to throw like derogatory remarks, because some people want to be bold and think they're cute, that's not going to work, and you will be reported, and somebody will get rid of you. Well, I'm going to test that out. Don't be an ass. Okay. And I've never ran into this, but I've always felt like it needed to be said, though. If you're here and you are really not enjoying the content, or you don't really like the art style or anything like that, then, you know, I hope you stay. But if you don't and you want to go, that's okay too. I understand. It's not for everybody, and not everything is for everyone. But if you don't like it and you want to be here because you want to troll, please don't do that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to try to be an ass about it. I just, you know, because sometimes people don't know, and we just, you know, we are here to have a good time. There's so much going on in the world. This is like the safest place to come to, at least once a week, and just have a little time, you know, enjoy something, some music. Azalea's watching? Well, hello, Azalea. Good to see you. Hi. There you go, or in this way. Hello. Right? I know I usually have some viewers, and I will say this because I know I have some individuals that like to watch that may not, and it's okay if you're not like physically here, right? Like you're just watching, but you know, thank you just the same, in case, you know. We're at 262 now. We got some more mad ones joined. Thank you for those of you that joined the new and improved Madhouse. What do you mean new and improved? Well, you know, I like to say that we're always evolving here, right? Every day by day, we try to get a little bit better, right? Or at least that's the idea. Nope. This ain't what I want to deal with. Yeah, this is better. Alright, now I gotta fix this guy's arm because this angle is so weird. There we go. Maybe I'm too far away. Do I need to zoom in some? Let me zoom in some. There we go. Love the color. Thank you. There we are. I hope that makes more sense now. Yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so we got... That's nice zoomed in. Thank you. Yeah, I figured that being zoomed in. This glove needs to be... I think this glove may be shot, or it might need to be actually, like, dipped. I need a different glove. I think it's time for me to change gloves now. Which in a way is kind of good. You know, I don't mind changing them. I'd rather use it to a point where it can't be used anymore and go to a different one. Give me 1 second, see if I can find another one. That might be the last one. I am not too sure. But, I mean, I can't be sad if it is. I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? Well, shoot. I guess my hands are going to get dirty tonight. Whatever. Who cares? Cool, so we got that done. Let's see, what are we going to do down here? So down here is the next part. Now we're going to go over here and try to get him set up, right? Oh boy, let's see, how are we going to do this? Well, I'm going to change nibs here real quick. Different pen. Let me get the... Yeah, we're going to go with this today. This one's a good one to start with. Cool. All right. Get some ink here. Let's see here. Oh, thank you. Music's fire. Can you use rubber gloves? I mean, I can use rubber gloves, yes, but I don't like the way rubber gloves make my hands feel, especially the fact that when I'm concentrating, my body radiates a lot of heat because I'm under a lot of concentration, right? So, I mean, yes, it can work, and yes, I have used them. I have used them in the past. I've done work with them before, right? It's just like currently right now, I just don't see I don't want to use those, partially because I don't feel like it's a necessity. Now, if I was doing something like slinging some more paint around like I did a couple of streams ago, yeah, you better believe I would probably go get me some gloves, right? But right now, it's all right. Oh man, I didn't get the right type of picture. I needed one where I could see. Well, it's okay. I don't need to worry too much about that. I know he doesn't have two belt buckles, but I'm doing something different because, you know, want to do something different, right? There we go. Alright. I'm not too worried about like the pec muscles and all that kind of stuff right now. Right? Because I'm gonna go back in a bit, so ooh. There we go. Now I gotta give him his gun. Or something close to it, because you know he's using futuristic weaponry, right? Alright. Hope you guys can see them, right? Sorta, kinda? Good. Good, good, good. What are we looking at for time? Wow, that's not bad for 30 minutes. Alright. Now I gotta find his color for his pants because it doesn't really show it in the reference picture I have. Which is kind of sad in a way. Kind of sucks, but whatever. Cool. Nice. Now I'm going to keep him as close to the original show color as I possibly can. Okay. There we go. Might as well go on ahead and get one for Bebop too. Cool, got him. Alright, nice. Now we can get back to it. I want to give that a minute too, because I want to go on ahead and just paint him. Right? So, you got Rocksteady, I got Bebop. Krang don't need much. Right? And let me get that picture. Alright, there we are. Ah, you suck. Wrong page, damn it, come on, man. There. Sometimes technology doesn't want to act right. Alright, cool. What else did he have? He also had that big Bowie knife on his back. And he had all the other stuff too, that this. I made him a little bit slimmer than he should be, but I don't care. This is like... Okie dokie. So, pants are brown, tan. Okay. I think I might have everything I need right here, kind of in the pins. I might not even need to do much. All I gotta do is just color match and see what is what. Alright. I think those are pretty close to the pants. Let's see, we're going to start with the pants first. There we go. Alright, so we're getting a decent color here with these. And I'm using acrylic pens. I mean, granted, I'll probably come back through here later, or just darken it up, or just snatch some of the calligraphy ink, since it should be dry now, but still just going through here you can kind of grab it and darken it up. So that's what we're doing here. Also, a little pro tip that I use, I don't mark up and down all the time. I'll do big rotations. Circles help. Trying to remember his name. Oh, Rocksteady is this guy's name. That's his name. But yeah, I do little circles, or try to. Sometimes I'll do straight lines, but I'll come back through and circle it. It helps fill it in a little bit better. So that way you don't end up with a lot of missed spots, or, you know, later on you come back and it's like, why isn't this color looking right? Because, you know, it has streaks. This kind of helps fill it in, and and it also just kind of helps it blend together too. Because doing it like this, like you'll see the line marks in it, and it just looks rough because of like pressure, right? But doing it this way, it kind of just blends it together, kind of blends it in, right? So anybody got any new news? Anybody doing anything different, new? Anything you want to say that might be, you know, something inspirational or not? If you ain't got nothing going on, that's cool too. You know, as I like to say, you don't have to be on all the time, right? Oh, where's that yellowish tan? Crap. I don't think I have anything. Maybe. Nope. Sure don't. But that's okay. Thanks. You're welcome. There we are. Cool. I like that. Like that a lot. Let's see, what else? We got going here. His boots are dark brown too. Well, on the plus side, everything he's wearing is basically like, you know, army surplus clothing. So I mean, you know, it's not anything too bad. Just a lot of brown, a lot of tan, a lot of green, you know. There we go. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me go and get the other paint real quick for the rest of him. Let's see here. Oh, I see. I got you. Well, you know. It's okay. Sometimes that happens. I'm trying to color match, so give me a second. So I think I might be able to use this for a shirt. It's close to that pigment of what a shirt's supposed to look like, but I'm just trying to double check. Okay, I think we've got something here, so bear with me. Well, perspective is a part of art. Perspective is literally like where are the depth. Like if something like this is a foreground part if I put a line here, like where his head is at, to about here, that would be mid-ground. Like this is foreground, mid, back, right? So the perspective would be, how would this flow? So it would be basically more focused from front, middle, back. So the perspective would be focused back, right? Instead of being front. That's the only real difference. Now there's other technical stuff to go with it, but we're not doing that tonight, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. This should be just what the doctor ordered. Boom. And someone's going to be like, they're not bulky enough. Chill out. There we go. And then with the pants, what will happen, I'll come back with like a green to hit that with that brown, and it's gonna make a camo color, right? Because I'll just hit it in the splotchy areas with the darker green. You guys will see. So we're gonna come back through with some hard gray, right? And I'm trying to find some gray, like my actual gray pen, because I don't want to use silver, because that's just kind of silly and a little dumb, right? I don't want to do that. But I need him to be like a slate gray, so I found it. Alright, here we go. My jam word. Well, I'm glad you're jamming out, having a good time. Alright, we're gonna hit it with the dark and then come back with the light. And I gotta do 2 passes over with this because of the fire, right? I'll come back and redraw the eyes. I don't care. Yes, proper trigger control. I always draw that whenever I'm doing art. I always like to depict the characters always using proper trigger control, since I like to implement that because I know proper gun handlement and firearm handling. So, you know, I don't like to show in pictures like characters doing something improper because it's subconscious, right? Like, oh, well, I saw, you know, I saw this or I saw that, and that's right. Because most people are impressionable by what they see more than what they know. So, you know, I try to do that just a little bit, just so in case if someone's mind is fresh or they're just looking at something they don't understand, I'm not contributing to the brainwashing, you know. I know it may sound weird. One day you'll figure it out. Don't worry. Everybody will know. You know what I'm talking about one day. Or you might already know now, and I'm underestimating you. Either way, I just like to add that. Kind of like how it was brought to me a few months ago that I don't draw nipples on characters most of the time. I didn't realize that. Maybe that was just something of me not trying not to be lewd, or the fact I just sometimes just forget. That happens more often than not. Look at that. Now that's something. Free-handed, right? Like I said, I'm showing you guys how to do this by doing what I've been doing on Sundays, right? Keep following. You'll be able to do this very soon. There we go. And there's nothing wrong with using acrylic markers, because, you know, the main thing is this: as long as you are using acrylic, it can somewhat work with each other. You know, it's like birds of a feather, right? You know, if it resembles the same medium, you can use it with the same. You know, that's what I always try to do. If you're going to use different types, like, oh, I use conventional paint, and I use paint markers, and I use paint pencils and all this, the one consistency is stay acrylic if it's acrylic, or oil if it's oil, or watercolor if it's watercolor. Now, I will tell you, there is a mixing ratio that you can do. Some people are like, I don't know, Mel, but here's what I've learned. You can add watercolor to acrylic and not have a problem. If you're ever going to do anything with acrylic and oil, you want to do the acrylic first before doing the oil. Now, that's just because of the way that it sets, right? Now, the oil will pull the acrylic color more, and when it dries fully, it will pop out a lot more. But you have less of a chance to repair a mistake if you make one. And that's the thing. Mistakes are a thing, you know. We, just like Bob Ross used to say, and how I try to do it, it's okay, you know, just keep going. But the fact of the matter is that if you dwell on it, you'll lose focus and you won't be able to continue. So don't worry so much about it, right? Because you're worrying about something that's frivolous that you can't really do nothing about, because we're human beings. We're going to make flaws. Just like robots, they'll make flaws too. So don't beat yourself down on that, especially with doing art, be it digital or if you're doing it by paint or just regular pencil and pen. You know, every day ain't going to be 100%. You're not going to do a Picasso or a Rembrandt and every single day. Even they had mess ups, right? Even they had trash pictures. People find them all the time. Not feeling that. There we go. So yeah, what's that? Is this one? That's green. Yeah, green and brown. Oh, I need a darker green then. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Which green is that? No. I need like that dark forest green. Almost like a camo dark green. But I don't know if I have it in this. I might not. It may not actually be here for this tone. But, you know, hey, it's okay. Can't hit 100% all the time. This might work. This might be dark enough. Yeah. I think we might have found a decent, let's see. I want to see if this works. I have an idea, and it may work. Hope it doesn't mess up the brush. Let's try this. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna do it. There it is. I know it makes no sense. Like, you just drew that and now you went over it again with a different... Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm blending, right? And it may not seem like much, but the undertone when it settles is going to have that slight hue of green in there. Just enough to make it look like it does in the cartoon, because they gave it like a mustardy brown, right? And I don't really have that. Granted, I could probably mix that, but that would take up a lot of time. And I don't want to take up a lot of our time. Because, you know, time is important. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, no, their eyes, I may or may not put a pupil there. I know with Shredder I am, right? I know I did with Crane. Bebop doesn't need one. Rocksteady, I might go on ahead and do it for his face. You know, it's possible. So it may not be this way for the whole time, right? So I just have to get to that point. I'll probably try to make it look similar to the cartoon, if anything. Like, I'm gonna do a mixture of the two forms of him. I know that the 2008 series that used to come on Fox, both of them used to come on Fox actually, but the 2008 series, when that one was coming on, I remember that they made them a tad bit smarter. They weren't as, like, you know, bozo dumb kind of deal, right? Because they always made Bebop and Rocksteady like really ignorant, right? Until they put that augmented chip in their brain. But yeah, it was just always very bizarre with that. So, you know, I kind of like to look at them as being a tad bit smart. But, I mean, granted, when they were humans, they were kind of dumb, too. So, I mean, you know, it's hard to say, right? Let's see if I can find a brighter green. Here it is. I know it's two different greens, but that's okay. Just paint, right? Darker forest green. I don't have that in the pen. I'll just have to do that normally. That's fine. Dumb and Dumber, yeah, pretty much. They were like the bozos of the show. So they were always running into each other, slapping, you know, not very bright, right? So it was they were one of those characters that was like, yeah, hard to take serious because they were such buffoons, but they got their redemption arc. Well, sadly, in one of the universes, because, you know, they always do. I always say this, they do different universes and timelines and change the stuff up when the story that they're writing has either came to a conclusion or they just ain't got nothing else going for it. They'll always do the whole dimension jump or going to a different timeline or something, right? So that's fine. That's fine. I used to harp about that when I was younger, because I'm like, oh, I hate that. Sometimes I still do, depending on the show. If it's not necessary, then why do it, right? But some shows feel like they need to, or some series feel like they need to, whatever, right? So but yeah, in the comic series that they had the augments and they were smarter and faster. They killed Donatello, which was kind of sad. They crushed his shell, but you know, granted, they did get their arc. You know, they got to get redemption for just being a bunch of buffoons. There we go. All right. Okay. This is where this is going to get difficult. Hold on. I gotta clean one of the brushes. They made 3 films. The first 2 were great. The third one was, it was a good concept, but it just, the way that they did it just wasn't that great. Not a lot of people are fans of the third film. Some are, but whatever reason, the third film didn't get a lot of love. Yeah, no, I'm not going to play this. This is going to be too much. All that screaming. Well, I guess we're going to go on ahead and use plain white paint for this. See, you cannot get away from using a brush all the time. You have to still use a brush even with all that, right? Can't get away from it. At some point, the brush is going to be needed. So I'm going to use a smaller one. If I can find one of my detail brushes. Ah, beautiful. All right, so let's see. What do we need? How much paint do we need? Not that much, just a dollop. There we go. Oh, there we go. See, I fat brushed that. That wasn't good. Went too heavy on it. Beautiful. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let this dry up and then I'll probably just shade that down so that way we can get better, a better situation going there. Okay, now, now I got a blackout in between the Foot Clan, and that may take us to time today. Yeah, we're gonna go right in here, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. What is money and power? Money and power. All I want is money and power. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. That's dope. I love that. That's crazy looking. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I like that very much. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do here. Boom. Boom. Okay. That's going to be all set. Right there. That would be about right. And right here. Boom. Okay. That should be enough. Probably gonna kill this. Number one fan. Oh, thank you. A1 since day one, right? Let's see. I need an actual brush and some actual black paint for this, because that's way too large of a space to not use actual paint. And I already need to use it for something else anyway, so it's not going to be in vain. Oh, well, maybe that, because that was way too much that came out. Pause. You're sick. Hey man, that's gross. If you guys are having a good time tonight, and you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. We're always here, always having a good time, trying to, as much as we can, right? Because we're all mad in this world. Some people more than others. But, you know, we try to have a good time here, right? Well, tonight's supposed to be that weird moon, isn't it? I think, right? Wasn't it supposed to be the 9th? Is that blood moon or whatever people were talking about for a minute? Oh, speak of something bizarre. Wow. Gotta be careful what I say. Right? I said something about like, isn't that something? And then that damn alarm went off. An alert. All right, Cowabunga, boy. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's awesome. Now we need to get some more red in there, right? We need that red to be bold. Let's see. Yeah, what's going on? It was an Amber Alert. That's what was going on, which is sad. All right, now let's back it up some, shall we? What do we do tonight? The big reveal. What was Mel working on? Bam! Look at that. Baby, look at that. Damn, that's sexy. I like that. That's something. I think we're actually making some progress with these paintings. What do you guys think? Right? Because, let's see. Let's do a side by side. We got it about there, right? Let me go grab the other one. Put them side by side so you guys can see the progress that's being made here, right? Let me make the space. Right? There. So you can see them both to the best of our ability. Right? Ah, this silly ass song. I want to change. I want to get rid of that too. I mean, yeah. What do you guys think? Bravo, thank you. What do you guys think of this so far? I mean, I think we are making some progress. Right? You like how they're on the left and they're on the right? You know? Yeah. Cool, 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 guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being the best part of the show. Right here is where it's going to have the cowabunga, right? And I know it's larger than the other, but that's fine because all it needs to do is run consistently right across the bottom, right? That's where it needs to go. That's a parallel line, so that's all that really matters to me is that there's that line, and you just say cowabunga. right? But right here needs to be done with some plain white paint. So we're gonna go on and do that. Colors and setup. Yeah, thank you. I think, yeah, the colors and setup for this came out really well. How everything kind of just stacked and layered together properly, and I was quite pleased with that, because you know, sometimes you can envision something and it may not come out 100%, but it's nice when everything works together, you know, and it finally comes out together correctly. So one thing I got to do here is literally the last two parts. This part here, I got to just do those two together. So I might just go on ahead and prep this section here and just go on and do it, right? Is it sold as a set? Yeah, because it would only have half a cow of bunga. It will only have half a cow, and then bunga will be over here. So it would need to be sold together to make sense. But that's the idea, is to basically make it make sense, right? If I wanted to, I could also make the eyes face this direction and make their eyes face this direction, like they're both looking at each other if I really want to. But I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I'll piddle around with that on paper. But first things first, let me get this brush prepped so I can go on and get that painted up and get that set. Since we're already here and we got the time, got a different brush that I can use. This one will be perfect. Just wet. There we go. Well, I hope everyone had a good time tonight. Did you guys enjoy the stream? I hope so. Working on this project's been fun. I've been thinking about what's the next thing I'm going to do, right? So if we get done with this before October, I know what I'm going to do in October. Something I've never done before. Something I'm sure you guys would like to see, right? So I want to do a vote. Cause I got 3 different things, which one of them I don't even really want to fool with, because you know, it's I've drawn them before and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to do that. And that's Dragon Ball Z. I mean, those characters, anything involved with like anime characters, I end up overemphasizing things, because Japanese anime is very simplistic. You know, it's simple. It's difficult because it's simple, right? Their lines are basically like their scroll art. It's cutoffs, right? It doesn't, sometimes less is more with their art, with anime or manga style work, right? So sometimes there will be less, and then I think of, oh, you know, I'm training that way of, well, if I just add a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, but then it just really doesn't work out in the end, right? So we're going to save ourselves some time with that. But I have something else that we can probably do. I've thought about Batman, because I haven't really done anything involving with like Batman before. Like, I've never done a Batman painting, never done anything involving with Batman, and or I thought about Thundercats. I thought about something with Thundercats, because I've always been a fan of Thundercats, but I've never done anything with Thundercats. Not a single picture in my entire life have I ever done of the Thundercats. I know it's bizarre, isn't it? I haven't done anything with the Thundercats. I know somebody might be like, but you already got that Toxic Avenger painting. I mean, yeah, that's something that's there too. But really, that's fine. And I'll get to that eventually. But yeah, I wanted to do something else, because I mean, you know, I got that event coming up, and I also might do, and I'm almost done with the Mega Man coloring book. I'm not very pleased with it. I did it because I wanted to try something different, but doing more research into those characters, I mean, they're almost all the same, right? Like, they all have, until you get to Mega Man X, like, all the bodies are pretty much almost the same. Bulky legs, bulky bodies. Thank you, Demetra. Bulky legs, bulky bodies, right? Like, their bodies were all the same. Like, of course, Dr. Wily and Dr. Robotnik, they both shared similar parts. It was kind of like if you bought all your stuff from, like, I don't know, Harbor Freight or something like that. Like, all my robot parts came from there. Like the chassis and stuff, right? So they did all the other modifications and tweaks, but the base chassis all looked the same. So, you know, it is what it is. So now we got that done. Gotta wait for that to dry. But I think we will pick this up on Thursday. Yeah, we'll pick this up on Thursday. Hopefully I get my camera working again, because it likes to, from time to time, just disconnect, even though it's completely connected right to the computer. Very strange. Oh, let me see. See if I can change the song. Yeah. Well, we're going to go on ahead and end the show here, I guess, because, you know, we've already done what we can. I can't go back to the other screen unless I just go back to a black screen. I wonder if I just go backward. Let me see if I can fix this, because this is irritating me. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Let me just stop it here. Stop this. There. Anyways, thank you, Mad Ones, for being here. I greatly appreciate you all being here. Thank you. It's just not just a bunch of canvases sitting here. So I thank you all for being here. I hope you had a good time here. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button if you don't mind. And come back Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be working back on these two. Actually, we're going to have them probably almost side by side. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with Shredder here. I might even just go on ahead and just start that before we get here. I don't know what I'm going to do. It just depends, because the texture on this is very, it's got some pieces that I know are just clumps of paint. But anyways, it's supposed to be that way. I wanted it to feel rough because I wanted him to feel like a little rougher than normal. But we will be back. Motivational word of the day. Don't give up. That's all. That's all I can really say. Don't give up. Keep trying. No matter what you're doing, no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it looks, it's not always as bad as it could be. It could always be worse. It could always be a lot worse. But the only thing you can do is, if it's not working today, keep trying. Because tomorrow's a different day. You don't know what's going on tomorrow. So don't give up, right? Anyways, I'm out of here, Mad Ones. Stay mad. Embrace the madness. I'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.